Good afternoon, Jack Hatton here. It's just after 1 p.m. on Wednesday, December 12th, and I've just finished up working on my field exploration project for sports communication. For this project, I decided to take kind of more of a creative approach. We had several options. We could have blogged, I could have made a social media account and posted to that. However, I decided to kind of make a TV show that covered ton of aspects. Did about 30 minutes of podcast videos where it was just voice recordings of me interviewing another St. Mary's athlete. And then the other 30 minutes was video recording. And the reason I chose to do this was because I wanted to work on speaking in front of a camera. It is difficult. Things can go clearly through your head, and then once the camera starts rolling, you quickly can forget those things and it doesn't come out as smoothly. So that was my main focus going into it. I wanted to work on that and ultimately become better at it. I started out, I did my first video was with Mikey Brusa, just at a St. Mary's hockey game. I decided after they got a big win, I decided to go on the ice and act like I did a post-game interview. So we asked him a few questions about the game, kind of try to make it pretty professional. And then another video I did was with Trevor Paradise. We kind of took more of a creative route there by kind of dressing him up as a poker player. And we brought him on the Jack Hatton show and kind of just asked him about his poker abilities and kind of what he enjoys about the sport. So I enjoyed doing that one. And then we went into, I got Holden Beeble. I videoed him on the ice. He was out there the other day sticking him around, so I thought I'd get on there and see kind of what he likes to work on for his game and things like that. So I enjoyed doing that one. We also did, I wanted to do one kind of around the rink with one of my teammates, Seth Cameras. So we went inside the stick room over at the ice rink, and we got a video of him taping a stick, and that was kind of more of a laid back one. Try to be a little bit more loose in that one, but just make it interesting and just cover the how to tape your stick, so kind of like a tutorial video. And then we did one with Owen Sikich talking about junior hockey. I really enjoyed that one because all the guys on the hockey team can relate to junior hockey and their experiences, so I thought it'd be cool for the viewers to kind of get a taste of what junior hockey's like and one person's experience. And then we did one with Gina Wilson, and the reason I chose to interview a female was because we talked about it a lot in class with Mr. Beckman over the semester about women in sports and kind of the platform they're on. And so I thought it was cool to get a women's coach kind of opinion and interview her. And then I concluded the video interviews off by going with Jack Walter, just talking to him about high school hockey in Minnesota. It's huge up here in Minnesota, probably the biggest out of all high school hockey states. And then we also we did one with my brother Rick Hatton, and we called him up on the phone and did one of those. I kind of made it be like it was a TV show, and we called up my brother, and he kind of came in on the speakerphone there, and we asked him some questions. So I thought that was cool to do, as it kind of changed things up a little bit and made it more like a real sports show there. And then I did podcasts with a few people. We did Chu Yang from our sports communication class. I did, who else did I do here? Let me think. And this is what I'm talking about here right now. I played through this interview in my head right now, trying to make it come out fluent and smooth, and I quickly realized I forget some things, but you just got to keep rolling and try to be as confident as you can in front of the camera. But so I did a few other guys, but for the podcast, I was not being videotaped. It was just a video recording, and I asked these guys, I wanted to keep it sports related, but personalize the questions I was asking instead of just creating one set of questions and just getting the interviewers to come in and ask them those same questions. I decided to pick the person I was going to interview first and then ask them the question. So I thought that was cool and kind of made it a little bit more challenging and personalized. So I really enjoyed that process. is yeah, it was cool to do kind of both sides, the podcast and the videotaping. And I did throw one in there. It was I kind of just wanted to make a really creative one for the holiday times. So I made one where Jack Walter played the role of Santa Claus, and we got on the podcast and we just started. We didn't plan anything. We just hit play and we just started talking, and I think it ended up really cool. I was glad we were able to do that one. I acted like I went up to the North Pole and met with Santa Claus, and Jack Walter did a great job playing the role of Santa Claus, so that was a lot of fun to do. And it's videos like that that make me kind of really enjoy this project. It makes me kind of think about continuing on with this. Maybe with a few of my buddies, we're going to make a hockey show where we just we would like to make it big enough where we start gaining a lot of followers, put videos out there on YouTube, social media, maybe even write a blog. But that's something that's in the works that I think would be pretty cool, is just do like a hockey show where it's just kind of more laid back, but pretty funny and covers all aspects of hockey. So that's something for the future that I'm considering doing. And as far as this project, I don't have any regrets what I did. I think that also an option was to go over to HBC and get experience doing play-by-play with local sports teams. That is something I considered doing, but with my hockey schedule, that just wasn't going to work. So I would like to get that experience. So I plan on talking to my professor and hopefully getting some experience with that in the spring. But like I said earlier, I just wanted to get the basic practice for being in front of a camera and speaking. I think that's crucial to as I continue on in the sports communication field. So that's kind of just the approach I took this semester, just getting comfortable in front of the camera and kind of being creative and just let my creativity kind of take over and make some videos that were pretty they were interesting, but also creative and laid back. So I really enjoyed this project. It was a great assignment, and I look forward to continuing on with this work in the field. Thank you.